Grains and cattle futures continued a downward trend on Thursday. Is there anything that will prop the market back up at the end of the week? Ag Day's Michelle Rook has more from Kansas City.
Welcome to Markets Now. We had grains and cattle futures all lower on Thursday. Jim McCormick is joining us with analysis. Jim, all right, we've had 3 days of lower bias in the soybean market. So is that profit taking? Because we had more China sales today, another 17 million bushels.
Definitely a little bit of profit taking. You got to remember, Michelle, we've had one heck of a run in the beans in the last couple of weeks. We rallied into the anticipation of a trade deal with Secretary Bessent. Then we rallied when he announced a deal had been made. Then we rallied again when President Trump announced the deal. And then we rallied a fourth time. So we bought the rumor, bought the rumor, bought the rumor, bought the fact. And now you're just getting kind of a little bit of profit taken. Remember, next week is the last week of November. We also got Thanksgiving. The sales are coming in. We did, like I said, we did get announced sales, but the face maybe is a little bit disappointing for people. Remember, President Trump was saying there's going to be buy 12 million metric tons of beans by the end of the year, and here we are. We're 5 weeks out to the end of the year, so maybe that's got people a little bit nervous that maybe the Chinese are at least not going to be able to fulfill that commitment by the end of the year. And, you know, that's an excuse to take money off the table.
Well, and the biofuels news did not help either, did it?
No doubt about it. I would argue this is probably more of a red flag, a red balloon. Just try to see what's going to happen. But yeah, when President Trump's saying maybe they're not going to cut the RIN value of these feedstocks coming in, the bean oil took that very, very negatively. And, you know, that definitely, we've seen a lot of people buy oil, sell meal, kind of excited. So that kind of put a little bit of negativity in that trade.
Are corn and wheat just following soybeans lower right now?
I think they are. Wheat market did. We did sell some wheat to China here this morning, so that was a little bit positive. But in general, this corn market is stuck in a sideways range. I mean, your carry out of 2.1 billion bushels, that is comfortable at this point.
Cattle making new lows for the move. We've had lower cash. How much lower do we go here?
Well, hopefully it can catch relatively soon. You do have the cattle on feed report coming out on Friday. We'll see how that plays. Right now, we are still washing the funds out of this position. There was just too much spec money in it. It's getting washed out. Eventually, we're going to find more of an economic equilibrium value. We just got to get the funds out.
All right. Appreciate your time as always. Jim McCormick with agmarket.net. That is Markets Now.